Have you ever watched a drama just because your favorite actor was in it and realized that if it wasn't for them, you probably would have dropped it before you ever finished the first episode? Yeah, that was me with the Murky stream. This one lands yellow but teetering towards red on the Krew Meter because this historical is a little too real. And if you're wondering where a drama should land on your watch list, go on and hit that subscribe button. We got to get the word out that the crew is helping each other get our watch lists in order. And keep in mind, every like, every subscribe, every comment pushes this content to future crew members. Now let's get into it. Now before y'all come for me in the comments, let me put my bias right out there on the table. I don't like historicals. It's not that I think that they're boring, but they sanitize what life was like. Everybody somehow has flawless skin, clean clothes, perfect teeth, and enough makeup to survive a rainstorm. I always find myself thinking, there is no way people looked this polished back then. And then the Murky stream comes along and said, bet. This drama doesn't romanticize history one bit. It shows the filth, the poverty, the disease, the corruption, and just how disposable human beings were. Which, ironically, is also why I can't get with historicals. I mean, I could smell the unwashed clothes and lack of deodorant from here. Now, it's not all bad. Let me talk about what worked in this drama's favor. So first of all, let me be honest. He is the only reason why I finished this drama. If anyone ever questioned whether this man could disappear into a role, Jang Seol should end that conversation. We've seen him be charming, funny, and romantic, but this time he's dirty, exhausted, and angry. And those moments where revenge is finally within reach, the look in his eyes said everything. Top tier acting right there. Now, I'm also convinced it's impossible to make this man unattractive. They covered him in dirt, gave him sunburn, had him wearing filthy clothes, and somehow this man was still fine. I don't know why they tried to unbeautify him, but they failed miserably. Now beyond Rowoon, I also appreciated that this drama committed to the world it wanted to create. Nothing was sugar-coated or glamorous, the political corruption wasn't cartoonish, it felt believable. And that's what made it so uncomfortable for me to watch, because while this story takes place a long time ago, people haven't changed. Workers are getting squeezed by the middlemen are getting squeezed by the wealthy, and the wealthy are working with corrupt politicians who are supposed to serve the people, but spend more time serving themselves. Different century, different country, same human behavior. And I think that's what wore me down more than anything, because I couldn't escape reality. There's only 9 episodes, y'all. 9! And it still took me over a week to finish, because I needed a break after every episode. I needed something lighter, something a little more sanitary, something to take my mind off of reality. And that's just who I am as a viewer. Now, let's talk about who I think this drama is actually for, because it ain't me. Now, if you love gritty historicals, political chess matches, revenge stories, corrupt officials constantly trying to outmaneuver each other, and you don't mind a historical that refuses to clean up the uglier parts of history, I actually think you'll probably enjoy this much more than I did. But if you're like me and you like a little hope, a little romance, characters that make you smile every once in a while, this probably isn't going to be your drama. And speaking of romance, hey you romance watchers, let me save you some time. And hear me when I say, there is not a glimmer, not a hopeful glance, not a 2-minute lingering stare, not even a maybe next episode. Anything. So if romance is your main reason for watching K-dramas, go on and sit this one out. And if you watch it anyway, you can't say you wasn't warned. So, where does the Murky stream land on the Krew Meter? It's yellow, but leaning towards red. Not because it's a bad drama. I actually think it accomplished exactly what it set out to do. It just wasn't made for the masses. So the real question is, do you want to spend 9 episodes living in a world this gritty and this realistic? If the answer is yes, shoot your shot. And if you're looking for a Rowoon drama that has more mass appeal, then check out my review of The Matchmakers. Same talented actor, but this time he's got combed hair, clean clothes, moisturized lips, and yes, there's a little romance. And as always, if you like this kind of content and you want to see more like it, you know what you gotta do.